Good morning, everyone. We're going to be starting a little bit early here because I need to kind of go through the hangars before we run some games. Hey, Lone. Hi, Suede. Hi, Anunnaki. Hey, Mike. Hi, Juan. Hi, Endless. Hi, Crystal. Al, is it Pijat? Wait, is that French? Hi, Alan. Hi, Shadow. Hi, Sirius. Hi, Roplex. That's a weird question. Hi, Chong. I'm just reading it right now. Okay, what I have up on the screen right now is the Dream Hangar I'm going to be featuring today from Glowings. So, let me see. They have here, this is the exact hangar that I'm building towards, but they don't know how it's going to perform in Champion League. Well, we're going to be finding out. We've got the Fenrir, Ravana, Behemoth, Revenant, Khepri, and also the Minos with the North Light. I'm trying to figure out why they have AR. What does that mean? I'm kind of confused. Am I missing something? Endless is saying that the Revenant is still decent, but not as a tank. Quick beacon runner, teleporting onto a beacon. I can see that. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Nate. Guys, what does he mean by AR? sometimes when I read these comments, there's like so many like abbreviated forms, and some of them I've never heard of. It's like just made up on the spot, and they expect me to understand it. Advanced repair. Oh, okay. I think I got advanced repair on everything. Yeah, I have it on pretty much everything, so I guess I cover that all. Okay, so we have that. Hold on a second. I also hope that I don't crash today because I did update my OBS. The only thing is, I believe there were issues with this current OBS, which were causing crashes as well. And I was experiencing some of that in the previous version. I was actually 2 versions back. I think like OBS 27 or something. I don't know what it was. Now it's 29.02. Okay, so we've got the Fenrir here with the Ember and Igniter. Immune Amplifier, Balance Unit, Last Stand, Advanced Repair. The Armadillo on here. So what's going to happen, and this is what I usually do with the Dream Hangars. We only focus on one hangar, which is going to be the one that I showed at the start. Okay, so from Glowings, what I do is we're going to run this hangar like pretty much what he or she has stated for the first half of the stream. So for about 1 hour. And then based on the gameplay, we're going to switch things up for the second half. We're going to try to actually improve it this way if, they're kind of leveling up these bots or thinking about buying the weapons. It may or may not actually have an impact on that, because like, if a build's not working, then if they're building towards it, maybe they might say, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to waste my resources on like leveling up the shredders or whatever. So hopefully we can help them out with, making the right decision based on the gameplay through the 2 hours that we play. You reported someone, sorry if it was, what? Wait. Well, actually, you know what? I did play a game earlier. Or just more to warm up. Actually, wait, did they specify? The Minos build. So Oolong's 2 Onslaught, 1 Titan Anti-Control. Oh wait, I don't have that. Hold on. I've got to change out something here. 2 Onslaught, 1 Titan Anti-Control, and a Gram Balanced. Okay, so there we go. And the other one was North Light. Okay, so we're going to be using the North Light. Just go back to my mothership here so you can see. Okay, so they're requesting Durability Extender, Aegis Blast, and the Gravity Amp. So Durability, Gravity Amp, Aegis. And we're gonna run a game. Well, not a game, a couple of games for the first hour or so. We're gonna see how this hangar performs, and then based on that, we're gonna go in and we're gonna try to strengthen it. We're gonna tweak things, but we can't tweak it unless we know how it performs. When I tweak things for the second half, it might be changing the weapon setup entirely. I'm not going to change any of the bots because we're going to work with what we have here. I might be changing possibly the drone. I might be changing the modules. Let me just link to this guy. We need to actually get into a center here as quickly as possible. Not exactly sure why he's focused on the right side. We haven't even got this center beacon here. And now he kind of leaves me exposed to this guy. Would be nice if I actually got some help. Yeah, he's by himself there. Okay, we're gonna try to see if we can take out this angler. Not sure how this is gonna go. If he uses his ability, he's gonna give me this beacon though. I need help. Help, guys, help. He's gonna use his ability soon. Uh-oh, this is not good. And now he has help. Wow. Yeah, that guy that wasn't a nether, he should have actually followed me through. We're in bad shape here. What I can do is I can use my Revenant and maybe try to teleport to one of these guys on the left side. Maybe teleport to the weaker one. Try to take this guy out. I think that player has... Yeah, if he links to me, then he can strengthen me with that. Oh, wow. This guy's almost dead. Trying to take out that hawk. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. Yeah. Maybe I should focus on the harpy. Do some damage. Okay, we got the center. I'm gonna use the behemoth here. I'm gonna be dying here. I got locked. Here goes my behemoth. We're gonna use a Ravana. Maybe try to see if I can push into center here. Mars isn't a Titan. Trying to do some damage to this mirror mitts. We got the center beacon though. We got that beacon. Can I drop in here quickly? The Minos perhaps? We got a Titan Slayer. I'm gonna end up dying here. I'm trying to get this guy off the beacon, but yeah. Last bot. That Behemoth is very, very weak. I have to take a look at what modules he asked me to run on there. Also, this Fenrir is... I have to take a look at this Fenrir too. The module setup that I was asked to run on here isn't actually very good. So I'm going to probably make tweaks to this Fenrir too. I can see when I'm playing it, like how much damage I'm taking on. Trying to see if I can perhaps get this beacon. We have a 4 cap here. If we get a 5 cap, they're in trouble. We need a 5 cap. We're losing another beacon. We've lost. 4 beacons not going to be enough. Hi Roscoe, does Adrian say hello to anyone yet? Yes, I do. It's just that when I'm playing, I'm focused on the game. Obviously, I can't read and play at the same time. I mean, so if I read the chat, you're not going to see me move in the game because I'm so focused on the chat. If I'm playing, then obviously I can't focus on... Yeah, we were in trouble when we gave up all those beacons at the start. Can't expect to win if you give up beacons. Honestly, I think the guy in the center, the one that I linked to with the nether, he should have gone into center. It was a free beacon. The angler wasn't there. Maybe I was scared of the angler, but he would have had backup. He would have had the link of the Khepri. Why they nerfed the Khepri? Because everyone's using the Khepri. The only reason why players will use the Khepri is because it's very strong. It's not because everyone has it, like players think. The reason why they... I mean, you could have the bot, but you may not necessarily run it unless it's very strong. Usually when players run something in numbers, like if it's a Khepri spear, it is a sign that it's overpowered. I'm gonna try to link to this guy here. Do we have that? Okay, we have that back. Why do we have 2 players going to the same beacon? We're gonna be in trouble. There's no one on... There's no one on this other beacon. Actually, wait. Yeah, he got off the beacon. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna stay on this beacon here because my teammate... We lost our home. Oh, we're gonna have to deal with this one here. Yeah, they're all dropping in on our home beacon now. What I'll do is I'll stay in center for now. I wish my teammates would drop in here and try to help me out. I kind of need help here. My Khepri's not going to survive against 2-3 players hitting me. It's dead. We need that Fenrir maybe. Man, it's really hard to target this guy when he's going all over the place like that. Someone actually told me that was a bug. I don't know why these guys are here. I'm going to use my Ravana. Yeah, Pixonic needs to fix that. Should drop a shield here so I can at least... have a shield. I'm gonna move to center. We should go for this beacon here. This beacon's wide open. I'm gonna try to push into center and try to get this this home or this center. The problem is they have an Imugi that dropped a portal here, so they can teleport. Oh wait, they can't anymore. They cancelled it. I think I'm going to be taking a look at the modules on this Ravana too, because the modules are kind of weak. I can tell when I'm firing my my Havoc. They're not doing the damage I would like. I think I only have one nuclear amp, and that's probably why. So I'm going to be changing the modules probably for the Ravana too, because it's a bit on the weak side. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave this area because we don't have anyone in center to protect it. Our home beacon's also weak. If you look at our home beacon back there, there's no one there. Yeah, this build's actually weak the way that it is right now. I should be doing a lot more damage, but I'm not because I only have one nuclear amp, I think, on here. Wow, it really makes a big difference when you have the wrong modules on. Especially that one. I'm going to drop in with the Behemoth. We're not watching the center beacon again. This guy's going to fly to center. Watch. Is he going to go to center? Maybe. He's going back to home. That Imugi should have actually flown to center. He would have probably got that beacon too. I'm gonna try to hit this this angler here. He's not gonna make it. I used my Khepri too early. No, actually the reason why I used my Khepri first was because that it allows me to actually get to a beacon quickly. Fenrir is a slow bot. Fenrir is what you want to drop in when you want to hold the beacon down. Depending on which pilot you have on the Khepri 2, I don't think this one here, but the other one will give you actually more speed. If you look at the Khepri's ability, so when you link to a player, you get damage bonus, you get movement speed. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm allowing my teammates to get to a beacon quickly, along with, you know, me gaining the speed. I also get defense points and a damage bonus. That ensures that we get a beacon, you know, better chance of getting a beacon. So that's why you want to link. Better to run a Khepri first and a Fenrir. Yeah, don't start with a Fenrir unless you are very close to a beacon. I think it would be making a mistake. Fenrir's a tank, so you want to use that to hold your beacons down. Hi, Ben. Should you build... So yeah, you don't want to level up the kid because that's just like a starting Titan. I'm not sure if I would do the Arthur at this point. I think actually Minos is stronger than the Arthur. The Ao Ming, unless you have blinding weapons, I don't think I would run that. I'm gonna link to this player here. We actually have a Scorpion that's going to be teleporting to me on the left flank. I saw him. I think it's this guy here. Who is he going to teleport to? He's going to teleport to someone. I'm going to link to this Fenrir. This one's almost dead. We should focus on the Nether first. He's almost dead. We should have him. I'm going to link to this Fenrir again. There we go. They're kind of arcing around here to our... Oh, shoot. Let me just link to him. Scorpion. This guy's going to blink back. Well, we know that he's here. Look at his health. That's him. Let's get rid of the Scorpion. Just going to glance to my left to see what's happening on our home beacon here. These guys are moving here. I'm going to actually drop in over here. Let's use a Fenrir and see if this might help. I got blinded, but I think I might be able to... Oh, wait. Man, there's two of them. You know what I actually need in this situation? Using the Patron drone on the Fenrir would have helped a lot. I have flames, but I don't know if I'm going to survive this. So you see why I dropped my Fenrir in? It helps to hold this beacon down. There were two anglers there. They couldn't get it. They still haven't gotten it. So I think we're in somewhat decent shape. I hope I don't teleport off the edge here. We don't have someone on this beacon, guys. Shoot. I'm gonna use my ability to try to negate his ability here. I'm gonna use it again. This way he doesn't blind me. There we go. Got him. This is for the ones who tell me that the Ravana is not good. Like, how do you counter an angler? I used my ability to negate his ability there. I'm gonna try to see if I can take out this Mars. I got blinded by the blinding weapons back there. That guy got killed. Let's move forward. Just gonna try to get some damage in on this Heimdall here. Okay, so I think we have 2 Titans over there. I'm not sure if we should really push at this point. I think that would be a mistake. Just trying to keep their shields down. Yeah, they're going to make a push here. So if I can actually knock this guy's shields down. There we go. They're making a push here for the bridge. Whoa, that guy went flying. You guys see that? Ah, shoot, they got the bridge. Is this guy gonna land in the... No, he didn't. I thought he was gonna land in the gorge. I think we have 2 Titans pushing over here too. Yeah, I'm gonna drop in with my Minos. Let's try to roast these guys up here. There we go. I'm going to move down to the bottom because we're going to need some help on this side here as well. I hope my teammates all start dropping in with their Titans if we don't have our Titans out yet. I think I'm going to be dead. Yep, I'm dead. Blinding weapons are a mistake. I think blinding weapons are going to get nerfed, but I said that was going to happen, you know, after they first nerfed it, and when they came out with the glaive and the lance, I had predicted that at that point, blinding weapons would get a nerf, because I noticed on the test server, a lot of players were using them to counter the glaive and the lance, which means it's stronger. You might have a weapon that can do a lot of damage, but you can't do that damage if you're blinded. Yeah, there's actually quite a few things in this hangar. I'm just going to leave the game so I can get some more games in here. There's quite a few things in this hangar that I would change. The modules aren't like really optimized. So like, for example, this Behemoth, this going down really fast. I can see why I wouldn't use those modules there. When I'm in the Ravana, I noticed that my Havocs aren't really strong, and one of the reasons why is because we only have 1 nuclear amp on here. It's not really going to charge up to the damage stacks. You might as well have thermonuclear reactor, in all honesty, if you're going to run this kind of build here. But this doesn't make sense to me. Like, the anti-control, in order to negate someone's ability, like most times you just use your transcendence, so you don't really need this. Yeah, so even like the Fenrir, and even this here, I think I would have changed. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that I'm gonna change probably in the next well, the second half of the stream. But I'm gonna run this right now so you can see how it performs. This is where I've mentioned before, you could have a maxed out hangar. I know players keep saying pay to win. You could have a maxed out hangar, but if you don't understand like the dynamic of like balancing your weapons with your ability and the modules and your drone, you might as well, in all honesty, just run like decent weapons on a Natasha, because you will go down really fast. Do I think the Heimdall is a good Titan? No, not at this point. I think it needs to be buffed further. Which is crazy because it's received like 3 buffs, I believe, since its release. And you don't really see players run it. The Sirius, some have asked me about the Sirius. Do I think it's a good Titan? And the answer is no. The Sirius is actually weaker than the Heimdall right now. It kind of falls in the realms of like the Nodens. It's slightly better than the Nodens, but I think the Heimdall is stronger than the Sirius for sure. What I will do is I'm going to use my Revenant here because if the enemy gets to the right beacon, at least I can teleport to them. Hi, Landon. This guy's in the Skyros. He might go to the right. So this is why I'm in this Revenant here. So when he gets there, then I can teleport to him. So we're going to teleport right now. Hopefully he gets out. Yep, there we go. And that's good. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, I was hoping he would do that. Okay, so we just need to... what's in center here? I'm trying to see what... okay, that's a Ravana. We're dealing with a Ravana here. But that's also good. And they have a... they have an Imugi. So I might actually go for this Imugi here in front of us. So we're going to teleport to the Imugi. Wait, because he used his ability, right? So he's pretty weak. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure about this particular build. You know what? I think flames on here would be a lot stronger. But I'll show you what I mean. When I strengthen this hangar, you'll see the difference. Man, this Revenant is very weak. This build itself is very weak. I can tell when I'm firing the punches and the shredders. It's doing like next to no damage. You compare this to like flamethrowers. I think I could have probably cleared out that area with flamethrowers. Yeah, based on what I'm seeing, I think I could have probably, or at least taken out one player for sure. Okay, we got a kill. That's good. That Imugi is going to be dropping here. Wait, why is he... I guess he's sitting perched up on the... I'm going to make a move here for center. That's weird. You see? Ooh, this guy's got a whiteout on there. That's good. That's good. That's a very good counter to what I was running. Trying to knock this guy's his health down to his last stand. There we go. I wonder if I can lock this player before he gets to that beacon. Nah, he got to it. My Behemoth is dead. I should have actually ditched it so I could get that beacon back. We've lost all our beacons now. Yikes. Let's see if we can... No. I'm gonna try to get this right beacon back. Hi, JC. Hi, Glowings. Yeah, you're seeing your Dream Hangar. There's a lot of things I would change, though. The hangar itself, in terms of the bots and stuff, isn't bad. But what I would do is your modules need major help. Because I can see like the weakness when I'm fighting the players, like how quickly the bots are going down. So we're going to be taking a look at that later on. I just want to get this beacon back here. This ether's gonna kill me. I've got to be careful of that ether. He's moving very fast, but I think he has 2 Titan accelerators on that thing. Plus, if you use your ability, you speed up. But I think he has a Titan accelerator on there. Man, if there was 2 nuclear amps on here, this guy would be down to his not lost and half his health. Yeah, my nuclear amps, I didn't even see. What did it get charged up to? I think it was maybe 10 stacks, if that. There we go. Pretty much finished, yep. You don't pay that much. Yeah, I'm gonna still show you the optimum though. There's some of them that doesn't actually quite make sense. The paying part, like, I know you might say the paying part, like, you don't have it, but there's some modules that you can actually buy that would make it more effective. So, for example, this is what I mean. So you see what you have here. Now you can say, well, you don't have money to buy, like, nuclear amps or repair amps. And I get that. I get that. But this actually doesn't make any sense. You know what? You would be better off running 2 thermonukes than to run this combination here. That's what I mean. And you can get thermonukes, right? You might even have thermonukes in, or you might already have it leveled up. That's what I'm referring to. There are certain things that I wouldn't run. Like even for this, I guess this could work, but even thermonukes on here, like that could even work too. But I'm gonna use 2 nuclear amps on here. Hi, Lucas. Because I noticed you have like immune amplifier over here. You could even use 2 balance unit. You know, there's certain things that you can use. These weapons here, I know they're like newer, but in all honesty, flamethrowers would work a lot better. So there's certain things that I'm gonna change, but I will run the optimum setup because this way you know what to go for. In the event that maybe you find it in the offers, or maybe you might win it from the black market, at least you will know, and then you can level that up in order to strengthen this hangar. And it's better to know that based on what I'm showing versus you know, you saying, well, I don't have it, I'm just going to run with what I have. You still won't know what to level up, right? If I don't tell you, you won't know. Hi, Chris. Okay, I'm guessing we're not gonna have anyone going to the center. Or actually, wait, is this guy going? I hope he does, because like... Okay, there we go, perfect. I might have to go to the dam though, but I just wanted to link to him so that he gets there quickly. And then I can go here and get this beacon. The sonic weapon, I'm actually thinking of flamethrowers. I think flamethrowers might be stronger, but we'll take a look at that afterwards. Wait, are we giving up our home? We had the whole team over there. So what happened? We have 3 guys on the platform, but we gave up our home. Okay, we're fighting it for it right now. We have 1 guy over here. You know what? I'm going to actually move up so that we have someone to cover center. Because on this map, most times whoever has center ends up winning the game. So if you don't have it, you'll lose. Yeah, see how this guy's moving into a center here. Just want to make sure I knock his shield down first. Then I'm going to activate my ability now. There we go. Yeah, we're not getting our beacon back there. We gave it up. That was our chance to protect it. We're gonna lose a lot of bots there because we gave that up. You see how many bots my team is losing? All because they didn't sit on that beacon there. Because now the red team can keep dropping in. So they would lose one bot, then lose another bot, then another one after that. You know how it goes. What I could do is I could actually... I was hoping I could use this. Maybe what I can do is let's use the Revenant. See if we can try to help them out here. Because we do need to clear out this area and get this beacon back. Yeah, they're hitting it with orbital strikes too. But the thing is, if I'm over here, who's covering center? He messed up. So I'm looking across to see what's happening there on the center beacon. Just in case. Okay, we might be able to get this. That luchador's not even sitting on the beacon here. Oh, he realizes now. Okay, there's one person over here. This player's looking around. You can see he's looking around to see where his teammates are. I might actually run in here just to try to see if we can try to get this beacon back. My teammate just needs to sit here. There we go. There we go. I think I got this. But we lost the center. Okay, I'm gonna go there. That guy's almost dead. We have it. Okay, perfect. I need to try to get to an area where there's a lot of players. This way I can really maximize my damage with these weapons. Let me just put another shield up because I have a Typhon. He's going to try to get through my shield here with his blackout ability. So what I'm doing now is I'm using a bit of psychology too, where I move forward in the hopes that they back away. Because if they back away, we get their beacon and now we have a 5 cap. Well, I actually killed a Titan. I can just keep on dropping in over here. This is more just to delay them from getting their beacon back because the game's over. Rotima, for the Demeter, you want to run the Jerry Fortune to maximize that damage.
You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you
Last stand, balance. Balance unit's actually pretty decent. It gives you more health and also you have extra damage. It's like having a thermo nuke and like the heavy armor kit. Last stand's also really important now. I'm finding myself using last stand more. Like more than before. The top 3 robots definitely Nether. Anglers up there and... I don't know about the third one. Because we actually recently got a couple of nerfs. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. But Nether is definitely number 1 right now.
shouldn't doubt yourself 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light.
They have a raven back there. I'm gonna actually move into center. There's no one here. No one yet. I'm trying to actually slow them down here, but I'm gonna get killed because I'm getting hit by 3 players. Let's teleport into center. This guy's gonna kill me. He's got sonic weapons on that thing. Let's go this way so you can shoot my physical shield instead. He's gonna kill me. Those sonic weapons are deadly. On a Ravana, that's one thing you gotta be careful of. He's trying to get through my Aegis though. Nice. We got it back. We got this beacon. There we go. Nice. We need to get that right back. We're gonna lose it. Okay, so let's see. Might be able to get this one. We need to watch the center here because they're starting to move towards center. You know what we can actually do is probably push the right. If we push the right, trying to lock that guy down. Ah. Damage to walls. No, that's a bug. That needs to be fixed too. Out of the many other bugs they have in this game. I need to use a heal here. I'm trying to get back behind cover. We got 3 beacons. That's good. Let's just use a heal. I'm going to push around this side here and see if we can put pressure on their home. That guy's running Hornet weapons on there. Yeah, that's a build that I told players not to run and level up. I think he's getting a lesson on why. He was waiting for the reload. His weapon's taking so long to reload. Scorpion's gonna blink back. No, he can't, right? What is this, a Mars? Paralysis on your Revenant will be a lot stronger, but I'm gonna show you another build because It's Raven smart. You push this back beacon here. He's gonna get killed though. There we go. Nice. Our right beacon. If he tries to get close to me to blind me, what I can do is I will use my ability to negate. So he's using that now. Oh, that's phase shift. That was phase shift. That wasn't his ability. I'm going to use my ability. Going to use it again to negate his Seraph. Use it again to negate. He lands. I kill. Let's move this way. They only have one bot left, I think. We can probably push this beacon here. Just end things. Yeah, Ravana is still very strong. I'm just surprised not many players use it, but I think it's because it's it's an old bot, and they don't want to run an old bot. But you gotta use what works. If it works against the current meta, then I don't see why not. Less lag? Maybe a bit. Hi, Jamel. Old but gold, exactly. And it works really well against a lot of the newer bots. Like even some, like I said, the Angler. The thing is, you need the pilot, but I think the pilot comes up pretty often. Okay, I'm gonna link to this guy. Hopefully he can fly to center here, not to the left. Don't fly to the left side, dude. There's another guy going there. Why? And we're going up against a squad even more so. Yeah, the game's over. This player should have gone to center. That's why I linked to him. Now they have center and they can drop in here. Where did the other guy go? Oh, he's attacking. I'm going to link to him now. Maybe that might help. I'm going to try to link to that Scorpion again. I still think that Seraph should have gone to center. Yeah, because now we're all dying at center. We don't even have a home. What's going on? Okay. Okay, I'll lock that guy down. Please get the home. It's kind of wide open. Just using cover to avoid getting hit by those bendy bullets. His ability is... Huh? We should probably push... Okay, that guy's pushing their home. I was going to say we should probably push their home. Although we lost our home again. Ow. Yeah, if someone can lock him down, that would be good. You know what I find works actually really well on the Fenrir? Because I know you have the armadillo on here. The paralysis works really well for this build. Because it allows you to lock players down and you can stop them from getting to beacons, or like worse yet, you know, if you lock them down, they're going to take full damage. An American server. Never used to happen. Chris, I usually run into a lot of Asian clans. This is actually going all the way back to 2014. Whenever I play in the mornings, if I remember correctly, from around 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m. or even earlier, actually 7 a.m. to about 11, I run into more Asian squads because with North America, most people are either working or at school. So I think they kind of switch servers or something. I don't know how it works. But yeah, this is going all the way back to 2014 when I first started playing. It's always been like that for me. Hi, Peter. Also guys, don't forget, if you enjoyed the live stream, make sure to leave a thumbs up. It is free and it helps to support the channel, and also this way I can you know, continue to do these dream hangers for you guys. Man, this guy's pushing me. Whoa, he's gonna push me all the way into the abyss. Okay, I'm gonna move to the right side. We only have one player. You know what, I should have linked to this guy here. I didn't know how many players were going to this right side. I'm gonna break my link quick, so at least I have it. It looks like red team is hanging back a lot, so this tells me they're probably running a lot of range, and I think we should really push and take advantage of that. So I'm going to push here. Yeah, so you see my analysis? They all have range. 3 of them have range. That guy should really push this link. Trying to focus down this that Typhon. You guys are getting a lesson on why I say don't run too much range. That's now 2 players with range we wiped out. And they haven't protected their beacon, which is even worse. We've now got a 5 cap. And when you have a 5 cap, guess what happens next? This is what happens next. You have Titans in your spawn. They're gonna drop in a Titans here. They wanted to, remember, they wanted to protect their first bot. They've already lost 1. And they may lose more. Hey, Greg. The game's almost over. Look at the beacon bar. They still got too much range. I can see all the range in their hangars. We got this beacon. We're gonna get that beacon back. We've got this side. We just need to keep holding onto these beacons here. Let's take this guy out. Let's move forward. Game over. Yep, game over next. Thank you for your silver. This one actually doesn't have that much range, but he might have suffered because the rest of his team might have had. I wouldn't run this Indra build, by the way. Someone has asked me about this Indra. I wouldn't use it. So with the Indra, one of the things that makes it really strong is that ability to go into that phase shift. That's what makes it strong. So if you are able to use that to your advantage, you should really push with it. Oh my gosh, Gauss. Way too much range, dude. Yeah, so I would only run maybe one of these and then have like brawlers. That team was actually kind of lucky I didn't have Evora on the Minos, because if I had Evora, I would have wiped them out. They wanted to save one bot, but I would have wiped out their entire hangar. Okay, so I'm going to go through the hangar here. We're going to try to actually strengthen this now, which is the whole point of Dream Hangars. For the ones who have just dropped by and you're kind of wondering, you know, what is the Dream Hangar in today's live stream. So we are taking a look at Glowing's Dream Hangar here. So you see we have the Fenrir, Ravana, Behemoth, Revenant, Khepri, also the Minos with the North Light. Now I'm going to go through and we're going to try to see if we can optimize this based on the gameplay. Now, when I say optimize, I'm going to try to maximize the damage output and make it even more lethal than what we have here. So one of the things, you know, with this particular build here, so I'm going to use a nuclear amp. And it's okay if Glowings doesn't have these modules. It's okay. The whole point is, if I show you what would be the optimum, if you were to win it in like the black market, or, you know, maybe there's an offer, like a really cheap offer, at least you will know what to get and what to focus on, right? Because if I don't tell you, you won't know. And if you don't know, well, then you won't, it won't end up doing that well. So there's a couple of ways that you can take this. I'm going to use 2 repair amps just to kind of strengthen this a bit. Mind you, you can still go down pretty quickly if you run into like a Titan, but I think most bots will. I wouldn't use the armadillo, but what I can do is I can show you like 2 different approaches. I don't know for sure if the second one will work that well, but we can try it. Is Seraph still viable? I think so. But I would have to run it because I know it got a pretty big nerf. Okay, so the point of me changing this, so what I'm doing is with the paralysis, if you look at the ability of it, so you have lockdown, which is really important if you're running flames. We have additional damage, on repair unit damage, and on repair unit defense. So when I use my repair, it's going to boost up my resistance, so it's going to be harder to kill, and also it's going to boost up my damage. So I have the lockdown with the flames and also increased damage. This one here can work, but one of the weaknesses that you have was that you only have one nuclear amp. Usually when I run sonic weapons, I always run two. This way it reaches a 95 stacks quicker. So we can run this combination here. You could use Beak. We'll try with Beak, and then we'll try with Paralysis afterwards. Yeah, I think players are still gonna use it. They have it, so why not? I think with this particular build, what I'm more inclined to use is also nuclear amp on here. Now, I'm gonna run two just to kind of so I can reach that max stacks quicker. I think it's important to reach that you know, the maximum damage as quickly as possible for a build like this, because this is your range, which I forgot to actually talk about at the start. We're going to change this particular setup because I'm finding it's not really doing that much damage for me. We'll stick with some older weapons here. We're gonna see if this actually works well. So there's a number of ways you can take this. You could do sonic weapons too. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple of games with the repair amp on here. You could use the immune too, but I'm gonna use this for now, mostly because I want to see how this performs and we can see it and adjust things based on that. I'm not gonna use a Trixie Hope. So this one, the Trixie Hope, you have to kind of be careful of, because what it's gonna do is it's gonna lower the cooldown time of your healing, so you can use it more frequently. I would only use that if you have a lot of power cells, because you're going to burn through a lot of power cells with that build. I want to see actually how this is going to do with the Raphael pilot, because... Wait, did I pass? I'm trying to find it here. I think I might have passed it, because I was reading the chat and scrolling at the same time. Okay, so just so that you kind of understand, so the flamethrower's area, you're going to have 30% more of that area basically splash damage. So there's a lot of players clumped up together. This is going to allow me to hit them, and with the paralysis, it's going to also lock them down. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a pretty good combination. Hold on, I need to put someone on timeout here. You're not abiding by some of the rules that I have in the chat. Please no spamming. And because we have spamming in the chat, I'm going to be putting this on slow mode now, because, yeah. What they're doing is they're spamming so that I only see their comment. That's one of the things that's really annoying for me. If you continue to do that, I'm going to do a complete ban. So yeah, because otherwise I don't get to read the others' comments, and it's really selfish. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, if you're gonna use the Iron Hearth, what you could do, and what someone actually suggested, which isn't a bad idea, use immune amps on here. Yep, slow mode on due to one spammer. Yeah, I have it off. The reason why I had it on before was because of viewers like that. It's a really selfish way to do things. So with these weapons, you know what? It can actually work with paralysis, but we're going to use the Iron Hearth. So the whole thinking behind this here is that when you're immune, if you read the description of the Iron Hearth, on freeze immune or blast immune, you get defense points. So basically, you're harder to kill. Okay, so if I'm immune, then it's going to activate and it's going to be harder to kill. So this is going to be more tankier. Another way you could take this is you could use, I would say 2 repair amps. You could use that with the cudgels and paralysis. That allows you to lock players down. I prefer the lockdown part because, you know, we have things like Nether and stuff on the field. You know, bots moving really fast. That might actually appeal to you more. But we'll run this, being that you have the Iron Hearth. We'll stick with this for now. Actually, you know what? I'm kind of wondering... I've never tried this before, but I'm kind of wondering how it would do with the repair amp. It might be too weak, but... Or, actually, wait, what I could do... The thing with the grand balance, it's going to give me more damage, and I kind of want that with these weapons, and I think it is sort of working. But let's try with the repair amp and see if that makes any difference. Okay, so those are the changes I made. So we changed some modules on here. We changed some modules over here. The same with this Behemoth. We changed your weapons on the Revenant with the modules as well. And this one I changed the modules with... Yeah. Okay, let's play for the next hour or so and see how things go. Hi, Steven. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try. Sometimes I like trying these different combinations because, you know, sometimes you run into, I don't want to say a secret combo, but it just works really well. And if we do this during a live stream, I mean, you guys get to witness it like firsthand in the whole process. This is how I sometimes discover things. It's the only way, like when you experiment. Marcelo, did you miss anything? The changes. So we made a couple of changes. We're going to see how it actually works out. I'm changing the Dream Hangar that we had, and we're going to try to make it more effective now. We're going to see if it makes a difference. Should you use Spear on the Kip? I don't particularly like that. If that's your range, then I would say go for it. But if you have another range build, like I noticed you have the Behemoth with Avalanche, then I don't think I would run 2 range. Like with this, I wouldn't run a 2 range setup here. I just linked straight to that player, hoping he gets to the right side as quickly as possible. Okay, he's down to his last. We got to be careful here because if we all go here. Okay, nice. This guy has a Hellburner too. Good for him. Just looking around here to see if I can link to this guy. This guy's got range on his Behemoth. Trying to see if I can use this cover here. Try to survive for a little bit longer. We have someone in our home spawn, but I'm not really worried about this guy. I'm more worried about this beacon here and this beacon here. So what I can do is let's just drop in with the Behemoth, get this out of my hangar. Because remember, I'm just using this to hold this beacon down right now, so it's more like a tank build. He's almost dead. We might even be able to get him with the splash, actually. Yep, there we go. So this is, let's see if we can try to get this, the lock to work on here. So you see how we locked him? It was towards the end, but we still locked him down, and we killed him that way. Trying to lock that player down. The other thing that lockdown helps with is it forces the player to use their ability. So you see, like with that angler, when I locked him down, he's more likely to use his angler's ability, but that makes him a little bit more vulnerable afterwards because you're forcing him to use his ability when he doesn't really want to use it. So it helps that way. Very slow, but it's okay if it's slow, Knight, because remember, you're not trying to get close to the enemy. You're working more with range, so it's totally fine if you use this. You use it that way. Oh Jesus, where is that guy now? I actually saw something in Pixonic's chat. One of the other, I think they're from Reddit side, from the community. They were saying that they can't really play much because the nether, when it's dashing, that bug, it's like, I don't want to say giving them seizures, but it's making it uncomfortable for them to play. I can totally see that, actually. Yeah, when I see a lot of that, it's actually making me kind of sick. Like motion sickness. Ooh, you know what? I think the paralysis on here would have helped because I could have possibly locked that player down. That would have been really helpful. Thank you, MJ. Ironhead drone isn't fully maxed, so skills isn't working on the Revenant. I'll have to take a look at that because I thought I maxed it. But thanks for your donation, much appreciated. Oh my gosh, it's getting really hard to aim at this guy because he's all over the place. Let's use the Fenrir. Okay, I did lock that player down. This is where the lock kind of comes in handy. Oh my gosh, where is this guy? So you see how I locked him? He had to use his ability now, and he probably didn't want to use it. He wanted to get really close. Just use that. I'm going to use that more to heal up here. Try to lock this guy down. See how I locked him down? Now he's taking the full damage. This build's actually pretty decent. On the Fenrir, I rather prefer to use this than the Armadillo. try to lock this guy down here again. There we go. Now he takes the full damage. We take him out. We're still on this beacon. This angler is still trying to kill me. We are losing our top beacon though. This guy's struggling to kill me. He's really struggling to kill me, this one here. The problem is we're focused on this player. What about the top? He got killed. He couldn't kill me. But we're the top. I'm gonna move to the top here. We need to get this beacon back. We've only got one beacon. See how I locked them? Look. You see the difference in the Fenrir? This guy got locked too. He's dead. He's dead. I'm just trying to empty my clip here. That guy's dead too. Although we lost our bottom. I'm just trying to stay on this beacon. The only thing is, I'm gonna need some help here. Oh no, they EMP'd me. I think these two are Titans. Ooh. I hope I don't teleport over the edge. Please don't. I locked this player down. He's going into flight. He's taking in too much damage. Someone said that the Iron Hearth is not maxed out, so you're not. But I can't max it out anymore. It's level 9. I'm not sure who mentioned it, but you can see it is maxed out. Unless I'm not seeing something. What's best on the Iron or on the Revenant? The Iron Hearth or the I think it's going to depend on your weapons. For something like Flames, I would use Paralysis actually. Revenant or Fenrir is stronger. Fenrir is stronger. I'm going to link actually to this Imugi. This way you can get to that right beacon as quickly as possible. He may want to move like now. So you can help me at center later on. Okay, this is actually kind of bad because I'm going to go in by myself here. I'm hiding because I need to use my ability first. I got to have my ability ready. I'm trying to focus down the Typhon, but he has... Oh, man. He has the help of 4 players. This guy's really smart. This one here. Whoever this player is, that is a very smart move. The whole red team was so focused on this defending center, they did not even see this guy sneak by. Very smart play right there. Well played, actually. Very well played. Is there someone above? We're gonna move in this way here. We should try to go for a center. I'm trying to stagger my shots so we can get rid of this guy. We have 3 guys on this beacon here. They can't drop in. There's no ways. Now, I know they have our home, but it doesn't really matter because we can always spawn at home. So we have that covered. We have to be careful of this one here, though. So what I can do is, let's just use this. We want a tank to hold the beacon down. Can I lock him down? No, I can't. Yeah, they're dropping in over here. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where the nether is. That bug is really bad. This guy got locked. He's dead. I think, right? Almost. I'm gonna use a Minos. Okay, so at least we have this this beacon back. We have a 4 cap now. I kind of flipped him and then burnt him up that way. We have a player over here. I'm going to try to do a 5 cap on them. Because they're just backing away. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just take your beacon then. If you insist. Game's over. It says upgrade for the Iron Hearth. So when I click on it, hold on. When I click on it, I know it says upgrade. When I click on upgrade, it shows this and it says maximum level. I'm not sure if you understand. I can't upgrade it. That is the max level. I'm not sure if that kind of makes sense. Does that make sense, guys? Maybe this will make sense to you. And I think it's because it's a T3. I could be wrong, but I believe that might be the reason why. Let's see if there's another Iron Hearth that I have here. Okay, upgrade. Watch here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maxed. Does that explain it? Or do I need to show that again? Yeah, that's the reason why. So yeah, it is maxed out. Max level is 9. This is level 12. That's the reason why. Hi, Grandpa. Or I should say, Grandpa J. Everyone's gonna think my grandpa's in the chat. Hi, Exile. Yep, gold is level 12, and or T4. The T4 level is level 12, and the T3 is level 9. Hi, John. Wait, just making sure we have guys going there. I'm gonna link to this Khepri so I can get to this beacon on the right side quicker. Just break that link. I might actually link to the guy in center because he's gonna need my my help here, so I might do that. Let's do that. They have a camper back here, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go, in order to negate a camper with prismas, you push. So if I can get this beacon here, yeah, because now he has to rely on his teammates. Although we don't have someone back there. So half his bot's already just about dead. There's another guy over here, so might as well hit him too. Or maybe I should go around. I wonder if I can hit him this way. Let's see. Oh shoot, he actually has a jump? What? Well, I guess when you're desperate, you gotta jump. Although he's leaving himself exposed here on my end. What is this guy in? There's someone... Oh, the Simugi. The Simugi's dead. I'm gonna lock him down with the flames. What we should do is we should go to the right side and get that beacon back now. That Imugi's gonna be a problem. What is this guy in? Is that an ether? Uh-oh, we got reconnecting. I wonder if there's someone cheating in this game actually. That's weird, I lost connection. Wait, let me just use my Ravana. All-out camper Dream Hangar. Yeah, I don't... When players have requested that, the only way I would run that is if it's TDM, but it's not really like a really effective hangar. I'm trying not to promote all the camping so that you guys don't have to deal with it. I mean, if you want me to do that, then I can do it, but you will probably regret it afterwards. I'm just gonna put the shield up here, because if he has jump, he doesn't have shield breaker. But I noticed my team only has 4, so I'm wondering if the red team is flooding us. Yeah, we only have 4 players. I don't know what's going on here. I think red team might be cheating though, because I had a weird disconnect thing. I played the entire live stream and I didn't have that. So I think red team might be flooding us. I'm trying to go underneath. Oh, I think he died. Or did he kill his bot? He might have killed his bot. I'm not sure. Or his Titan. And now we only have 2 players. I don't know. This game was weird. I think red team might be cheating. I don't know if they're cheating. I got weird. Like I got disconnect all of a sudden. These guys might have lost connection completely. I have no idea what happened there. We only had 4 players. There might have been someone on the red team that was cheating. I don't know. Because you see how I had the disconnect? And we had played how many games now? That's why I can't really take this game too seriously. Because there's just so many cheaters and hackers. Best pilot for the invader. I usually use my pilot, which gives increased damage 5%. You could also use the Trixie Hope. But if you use a Trixie Hope, you kind of got to be mindful that you are going to be using advanced repair very often. This guy can actually link to me here. I think what I might do is change this Khepri build after this. We'll run a paralysis on here because when you're dealing with a lot of, you know, Skyros like that guy there, having the ability to lock a player down is actually very important. Okay, let's get rid of him. I'm gonna move, well, we're gonna try to get this beacon here first. There's a guy. Yeah, so you see the guy up top? This is where the paralysis would have been handy. Also, we have a guy moving into the back beacon here. I don't know if my teammates are aware of that. You may wanna watch that back beacon. I'm trying to hold this beacon down here, but I can't really hold. The Fenrir with Redeemer will work. Yeah, but I don't know if I would use it like the highest level play. When is this guy in? That can't be a Skyros. He's got a shield. So what is it? Oh, it's a nether. That's got to be a nether, right? Yeah. We just gave up our left side. Okay, let's see if I can try to lock him down. Can't lock him. He might have anti-control on his Skyros, which if he does, that would be pretty smart. There we go. We got a bit of a problem here. Let's target the Typhon first, maybe. I'm trying to hit the player at the back there. Oh, I can't use my ability. Whoa! I'm trying to kill this Loki here so he can't get this. There we go. We got him. We got him. But I'm going to end up dying. But you know what? I think it might have been worth it. Sometimes it doesn't seem worth it to players because they're like, well, you lost a Titan for that Loki, but that Loki can turn the game around, you know, if he has all the beacons. Well, we have a 5 cap on them, so we have that going for us. Not exactly sure why they... Oh, we have a Loki of our own. Yeah, we have a Loki on our on their back beacon. Trying to see if I can maybe lock this guy down. So you see how that Fenrir is locked just outside of the beacon? That is why you want to have paralysis with flames. It really helps against the enemy. Like if they're trying to get one of your beacons, at least you can stop them from getting it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can try to change a couple of things here. I think some of you wanted to see me run is it the Talon and the Jaw? I'm not sure. We have time for like maybe 1 or 2 games. But yeah, mention it in the chat, guys, and I'll try to see if I can build it. I think okay, so for this one here, I think someone mentioned they wanted to see the Talon and the Claw. See how that performs. Will it still be meta? I think you'll see players use Angler, but not in the numbers that they are using it right now. Like after the first nerf, not the one I'm talking about now, after the first nerf, I already started seeing players use less Angler. We're gonna see it's gonna be about the Nether. You'll see what I mean. That is the Dream Hangar request. Juan is asking. But I'm going in now and I'm trying to actually make this stronger. We're gonna change this up here. trying to find my pilot. I wish there was a way to kind of like organize the pilots a bit better. Because like scrolling for ages. Okay, so this is going to give me 5% bonus to its outcoming damage, 5% to its movement speed. If the robot is bonded to an ally, you get 10% damage bonus and speed. So we're going to try the Neon. You could use 2 immune amplifiers or 2 repair amplifiers for this. You know what I'm gonna do with this one here? Let's try 2 immune. I actually really like this this Fenrir build. We could try 2 immune for this too, but I kind of like having the repair on it. It kind of helps, especially being a tank. I'm gonna link to the Skyros at the bottom there, see if we can try to help him get that beacon. Without Titan repair amp, use anti-control, Titan anti-control. So you see what I'm doing? This little pillar thing in front of me. I'm using that as a physical shield. I think we should maybe push this side here. I'm gonna drop a shield here for myself just to kind of help a bit. Oh. I'm gonna drop in. I know this is kind of risky with the Behemoth, but it might pay off. We can try to get onto this beacon quickly. We can get this beacon back. Hopefully no one drops in here. Okay, we got our beacon back. Let me just move this way. We're dealing with an Imugi on this side. Let's get him down to his last stand. Oh, come on. We need to get rid of him quickly. Let's drop down. Got him. Yes. Wow, we actually did a lot of damage to that player. The thing is, he moved out of range. I might end up dying here. No! Oh my gosh, can we get him? Can we get him? Can we get him? He's so close to dying. Yes, we got him. Whew, that was close. He had like a sliver of health there. Oh my gosh. That's Seraph. He's gonna be... Oh, come on, for real? That Ether's dead. That luchador. Actually, wait, he survived it. What? No, never mind, never mind. I'm gonna need a heal here. I might not survive. Can I get him? Oh my gosh, only just barely. Look at my health. And now he has a Mars. But you know what? I think I might even be able to kill this Mars too. Holy jeez, he's running phase shift on everything. Got him. We almost got him. No. Got him. Titan Slayer. Ooh. I got linked. Gotta get here quickly. Oh man. They might drop in with their Titans here though. Yeah, they dropped in with their Titan. I got that one player. He dropped in with his Titan. He might attack me because he sees I'm in a Fenrir. He had to use his ability. Oh man, he's lucky. His last stand. He almost... Man, come on. I'm gonna die to that ether. Give me a fair fight. I want to see who wins because I'm pretty sure I would win this. Ah. Okay, this is gonna be my last game, guys. And then we'll kind of wrap things up. Just looking to see where my teammates are going. We need to actually push into center here. I'm gonna be the only one. This is gonna get ugly. It's me by myself here against 3 players. Actually, 4 players. Make that 4. I hope we got the right. Did we even get the right? We're getting the right. Okay, I was gonna say, if we didn't get the right, that would not have been worth it. Let's teleport to this player here. We gave up the right though. Like I teleported here and then we gave it up. All things considered, this Revenant's actually holding up pretty good. He's moving back so I can get to this beacon. Nice. He's dead. There's no way is he gonna survive that. After he lands? Yep. You don't look too good, pal. Oh, shoot! He's dead. Whoa, they have 3 players. No, wait, 2 players. The other guy died. I think he's gonna drop here with a Titan. Actually, no, wait, he didn't. He's gonna give. They're gonna give this beacon up. They can't drop here, and there's 3 of us here. Wait, what? Teleporting to center. Man, they have a lot of Mars. This guy's dead. Oh my gosh, this Typhon. I'm gonna kill him if I can teleport to him. Here we go. He's dead. Titan? Oh my gosh, he had to use phase shift. He was taking on so much damage. I need to get behind cover here. Hold on. Man, I can't move. I got hit by 2 or 3 gravity amps. Gee. I guess I'm a threat. Oh, come on. You know what? That it still does decent. You just need the right modules on there. I know it was doing a lot of damage, and players are gonna say, well, it's because you have the talon and the claw. Part of that is true, but you gotta remember too, I was able to survive for a pretty long time. Launch him! I wanted to send him flying. Yeah, that was a good run with the Revenant. But I think like even the Flames was doing somewhat decent too. Hi, kid. Okay, so that is going to be the last game of the stream, guys. Let me just put the comment here. Also, thank you very much to Glowings for your Dream Hangar. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay for it. So that was the original Dream Hangar that you see up on the screen, the comment. And then, so what I do is for the first half of the stream, I run what the request is. And then the second half, we go in and we kind of tailor things. Okay, so when I say tailor things, I keep the robot. Sometimes I switch the pilot. Sometimes I switch the module. Sometimes even the setup in order to make it more effective. So I did make changes to the Fenrir. I believe I think there was like a last stand or something, but I have a nuclear amplifier with 2 repair amps. Also, I believe there was an armadillo drone on here, I think, right? Yeah, you had the armadillo. I think the paralysis works better with the flames because you can lock players down with it. And also you have increased damage and resistance with that drone. The change I made to this one, we added another nuclear amp. It really helps out when it comes to overall damage. You could use paralysis on here as well to boost up the damage even further. We had the beak, which is fine too. This one I made a couple of changes. I think you had balance unit on here. Yeah, if you want to get to the max damage quickly, run 2 nuclear amps and maybe a last stand instead of what I had here. I was just kind of trying this out. The Revenant, you had Puncher and Shredder, I believe. This is a very strong build, by the way, Talon and Claw. But even flamethrowers or sonic weapons can work. If you run sonic weapons, I would suggest running 2 nuclear amps, maybe with a last stand. And I think we made a change to this one as well. Yeah, I have a different pilot on here. Okay, so yeah, those are the changes that I made. Oh, there was someone who asked what should they run on their Minos, like for this build, if they don't have a Titan repair amplifier. I would run the following. So use Titan anti-control, and this is going to help with being locked down and suppressed. Okay, so that really helps. Also, I think it might even help against like blackout ability, like the initial hit. So there is quite a bit of value to this. I would actually argue this might even be a better setup than the repair. Okay, so for the ones wondering, how does this whole Dream Hangars kind of work? So when the stream is done and you have like an idea for a Dream Hangar, like maybe it's something like if you had a maxed hangar with 5 different robots, what would it be? You can post, it could be a theme, or maybe it might be your current hangar, but you want to see it maxed out. You would post it in the comment section, once the stream is done. And who knows, maybe next week or the week after I might select it. Because I think we're going to be getting an update soon. So next week, there might not be Dream Hangars. I might be covering the newer content. Yeah, so do you guys have any other questions about maybe some of the builds I ran today? Feel free to post it in the chat. Yeah, Mirrormets is stronger than the Arthur and the Ao Ming, I think. But it depends on your weapons too. Those are 2 very different styles of play. Yeah, the 500 platinum, if you play the extermination, even just at 2 levels, you can, what is that, 200 platinum. Easy. So that would be, 3 weeks if they reset it every week. And then you'll have 600 platinum. Thanks, Knight. Choices Arthur and Ao Ming. Yeah, well, to be honest, those 2 Titans aren't really good because when you start climbing the league system, like when I say climbing, it could mean like you going from expert 3 to expert 2, expert 1. You know, when you start climbing the leagues, you're gonna fight players who are gonna be totally like smoking those titans. Arthur is not good in the higher levels, neither is Ao Ming. Now Ao Ming, you can get away with Ao Ming if you have the blinding weapons. If you're using things like if you're using like lower level titan weapons. Let me just see what titan weapons we have here. All I know is it's not that great. Now, in order for you to understand that, maybe post your Dream Hangar on it and I can run it. And then you can see over the 2 hours how bad it is. You know, like you could be running Kiston is, you might even actually be able to get away with that. But, you know, honestly, you don't want to run those weapons. They just don't do that well. You would need like blinding weapons on the Ao Ming to make it effective, because you have to stay away. Pantagruel won't work. You would just die really fast. I wouldn't use Striker on the Shuranga. So the problem with the Striker weapons, in particular those weapons as well, like if you get it to hit, you might be able to do some damage. When there's a lot of shields like Aegis and stuff, you just have to think. You have to knock the shield down first before you do damage to the enemy. If for whatever reason they're charging up their shield and they keep dropping it, you're never going to get through that shield. You also have to factor in if there's any lag, because sometimes when there's lag in the game, when you press a fire button, your damage is not going to register. So that means you might only have half your shots registering, basically 50% damage then on the enemy, when you should be doing a lot more. So you have two things working against you. The Aegis shield, which they might be dropping down because of motherships, and also lag. Not worth it. I rather put my platinum towards a vengeance than to do those weapons. Because at least with a vengeance, I know that I'll be doing damage for one, and it can knock Aegis shields down, right? Nodens over an arming of Arthur. Nodens, well, there was a bug with the Nodens too where it wasn't healing, so I'm not sure about now. How does traditions work on the Fenrir? Okay, so Salim, I would not use traditionalist, and I'll explain why you don't want to use it. So if you use traditionalist skill on the Revenant, and I'll show you for the Fenrir too why you don't want to use it. So a lot of players think, well, they're gonna put traditionalist on the Revenant, right? They're going to use it on the Revenant, and then they're going to be stronger. They're stronger to kill. Technically speaking, it kind of makes sense that you'll be harder to kill, right? Because you got the extra durability. But notice what it says here. So your durability or your health increases, but, and this is a very big important but here, its active ability becomes unavailable. So you can't teleport. So you have to run around using just the Revenant by itself like that. But that's a bad thing, because you're not really playing the strength of the Revenant. Because if you look at the Revenant's ability, that's why I said the whole butt thing. Aggressive blink. The robot teleports to a point in front of the enemy, drops all negative effects, and activates its one-night defense mechanism. The robot receives immunity to damage over time, suppression, freeze, lockdown, blast, and EMP. So you're actually losing immunity to corrosion, suppression, freeze, lockdown, blast, and EMP because you're not teleporting, right? You can't teleport because it's disabled. That you exchanging all of those like protection from all of this. You exchanging that so you can have more health. The other disadvantage is if you're playing on Moon Map, for example. Yes, you might have all the health or whatever, and there might be a player up on the second level, like Moon Map at center, holding down the beacon. You can't teleport to them Why? Because you got traditional skill. So it's actually a really bad skill. It makes the Revenant even weaker. You might think that it makes it stronger, but it makes it weaker. So I would not use that skill on the Revenant. With the Fenrir, you have the traditional skill as well. So if I just click on like this one here. Some think that, oh, again, the same thing with the Fenrir. You know, you're going to have more, you're going to be harder to kill because you're going to have more health. But there's, you gotta read the but part, okay? Fenrir's durability increases, but its active ability becomes unavailable. So if its active ability becomes unavailable, you can't fire the middle weapon. You can't fire the heavy weapon. So you're actually losing firepower. So you're weaker. You're strong in that you have more health, but you can't fire this weapon here. Now, just to kind of demonstrate, because sometimes players don't understand these things, you know, when I explain it, they need to see it like live. They need to see the demonstration. We'll use it right now and you will understand. So I'm going to go in here. We're going to activate this. It doesn't really matter whether I level it up or not. We're going to drop into a custom game. And I'm going to drop in with the Fenrir, but you're going to notice I can't use my ability. I can only use 2 weapons. So I'm actually, it's weaker. Like I can't do any, like I can only do damage with the 2. You're going to see my ability crossed out over here. So you see this? I can't use it. Whenever I use it, it says locked due to the pilot's skill. So I can only do damage with 2 weapons. I can't use the main one, which is significant because, like, remember, you're not using your heavy weapon at all. Yeah, it loses its defense too, so you don't have resistance on top of that too. So you're a lot weaker, like a lot weaker. You might think you're stronger, but you're actually weaker. So with the Revenant, you're weak. Don't use those skills. You're nerfing your own bot. No ability, no defense. Yep. So that's why you never see me use it. And the same thing with this, right? If you use Daredevil, you will do more damage, but again, you lose your ability. So the middle weapon you can't use, and you lose your resistance, which is what makes a Fenrir strong. Yeah, so you don't want to use those skills at all. So hopefully that kind of explains it. It will be even more noted. Like, I know I did a demonstration there and you can kind of see that, but if you have that idea, you want to see it in a Dream Hangar, post it in the comments under the stream, and I might choose it for whenever I do the next episode. You'll be able to see how weak it makes those bots. Like, it's not just a little bit, it will be a lot. Those are horrible. They're bad. But remember, it's so funny because when they came out, players were crying about it, saying that it's gonna break the game, and I'm like thinking, I don't know about break the game, but it's definitely gonna break your own bots. If you use it on your bot, you're nerfing yourself. Why would you want to do that? The Ao Ming is stronger than the Arthur, but you need the right weapons for it. That should be my answer for that, Jimmy. But in all honesty, if I had a choice between the Arthur and the Ao Ming, those two aren't really great choices. I would rather actually go for a Minos. Like, if you look at the store here, okay, so you could get an Ao Ming for like 500. You can get an Arthur for 400. How much is the Minos? Okay, so you have 1,000. I would still save up for the Minos. Traditions only works on a Falcon. Yeah, on the Falcon it kind of makes sense, sort of, but I still wouldn't run that Falcon build. because we're in a meta right now where, you know, things are moving so fast and you need that damage output to hit like the tanks. If you run a Falcon, you're only using one weapon. That used to work before. I think sometimes players kind of get like, so when I say something, it's based on the current meta in the game at that time. You know, like when I said before, if you're going to run a Falcon, the T-Falcon is the way to go. Players, they take it like that's how they see it, and they said, well, Adrian said that, but they don't take into account what the meta was back then. It made sense back then because of the tanks we were dealing at the time. They don't take into account that the landscape has kind of changed, you know. They don't take into account that we have Anglers now, we have Nethers, we have like, I don't know, like Fenrirs or whatever, like any kind of tank where you kind of need the firepower to deal with it. Back then, it was all about being tank and holding down a beacon. They don't take that into account, and you really need to take into account the, you know, the current meta. When I say things, like it has to, yeah, they're like, well, Adrian said this, and he said it in his video, so that's what it should have been, like, but then they don't take into account what the current meta is. Yeah, when things change in the game, everything changes. Like, you know, your approach should change. You know, like whether it change your modules, your weapons might have to change. Even the way that you play that particular build might have to change. You have to adapt to what's changing in the game. So for example, like, you know, the Behemoth, a lot of players were saying, well, the Behemoth's really bad now because it's slow. But if you think about it logically, that doesn't really make any sense. You know why? The reason why the Behemoth was strong before was because the punches were strong, and, you know, players didn't really need to get that close with punches. You know, the Behemoth punches were strong even before they gave the Behemoth the ability to move fast. So it really wasn't really about that. When you play the Behemoth, it can be used for close range, but it's more likely going to be mid-range to long range. Also, those players don't factor in, you know, the fact that drones changed. So we don't have things like Nebula with like the Absorber Shield, the extra resistance, or like Beak, which gives you, you know, the resistance and the extra damage and the shield. You know, all these things change. So therefore, when you play the Behemoth, you actually have to kind of factor all of these things, you know, in mind too. So for example, this build was okay, but for me, I actually find that Redeemers work better. I kind of like Redeemers more. Now, you could use things like the Wang Ji or the Prisma on here too, but again, that's like long range. Glowings, I would. If you have Redeemers, totally use it. Try it out. But if you use, you may find that. So the thing is with the Behemoth, because it has so much firepower, Redeemers has a fast reload, and you know, you can hit players pretty good with it. So if you drop that in and you hit, like, you take out, like, say 2 players, that Behemoth has probably paid for itself, right? Because you losing 1 bot and you took out 2, I would make that exchange any day of the week. And even if you only survive for, like, say, I don't know, 20 seconds, it's still worth it because you took out 2 players and they only took out 1 of your bots. You know, you have to kind of think about things that way. It's kind of like when I ran my on the baby account, you know, players were telling me, you know, your Erebus is only level 6. You're just gonna get smoked. Why would you want to run Redeemers on there? The thing is, they're not thinking the way that I think. The way that I think is that I have 3 Redeemers. Redeemers do a lot of damage. I have a fast reload. I don't need to stay alive in it for 1 minute. I could only be in that thing for, like, say 20 seconds. If I get a couple of hits on a Titan with that, you know how much, like, damage wise that Erebus has paid for itself. And I might even take out like 2 or 3 bots with it, in which case that still paid for itself. That is one of my highest damage dealing, if not my highest, on the baby account for sure. You know, I think of things differently like that way. You know, I'm gonna sacrifice maybe one bot might not be like surviving for like 1 minute, whatever. I mean, that's fine. But if I take out 2 players and I lose that bot, that to me is a win, because the exchange, just number wise, they only took out one of my bots and I took out 2 of theirs. It's a win. It's a win for me. And even if I don't survive very long, as long as I've outputted my damage, it's paid for itself. Thank you, John. Thank you so much for your donation. Hey, Adrian, in your opinion, what's the best Fenrir builds, pilot skills, and drone? So right now I find sonic weapons can work really well. So Devastator and Havoc. The only thing is I'm not sure about like now. So with the Nether, you know how we have the bug where it's kind of dashing back and forth. It might be really hard to hit them that way. So if you do run the Devastator and the Havoc, you could run the Paralysis. I think would be good just to kind of boost up your damage. What I would do is with the Sonic build, I would probably do this. I always prefer to run double nuclear amp whenever I'm running like a Sonic build. That way I can kind of get that damage up quickly, so I can maximize my damage output. So I'll just show you kind of what I would run for that. Sad that they nerfed the Fafnir. I'm pretty sure they're gonna buff it, and we'll buff it in the future. I don't know when, but you know, when a bot isn't used, you know how Pixonic is, they start buffing the crap out of it. Kind of like what they did with the Heimdall, although I'm expecting another buff with that. So I would use something like this. If you have it, the pilot skills. So you want to make it as tanky as possible. I have Roadhog, Adamant Guardian, Invulnerable. So these 2 skills here are obviously beacon based. So if you're playing Domination or Beacon Rush, in this case, you know, if the enemy has 3 beacons or more, you're going to get resistance. You're going to be tougher to take down. If you capture a beacon, same thing. Arm Expert, Stubborn Warrior. So this would be one build. The other build would be... I think this one actually might be the strongest of the bunch, but there's kind of a reason why I wouldn't run this. We're gonna see more stealth in the game, and this could be a problem for this build here, but I'll show it anyways. So the same pilot skills, obviously the weapons are going to be different. So with something like this, you may want to run either 2... What I would do is 2... you could do 2 immune amps on here. This would give you more speed, and then obviously you have the immunity to those effects. So you could use this, or 2 repair amps. I would keep the paralysis on, mostly because with these homing, it allows you to lock players down, so that would be nice, you know, obviously to prevent others from getting beacons. If you do use these, you could also try the Iron Hearth. That would make the Fenrir actually stronger. And then the other one that I'm thinking of, the flamethrower build, which I ran today. Okay, so that would be... And I'm sure there's going to be different combinations that you can try, like module-wise, to strengthen and optimize it more. What I'm telling you right now is just kind of like a general guideline as to how I would do it. Usually when I run something, I would run it and then see how it kind of performs, and then I would start experimenting with the combination of modules and the drones as well. So this would be the other one, which is basically what I ran today. So you could use this or 2 repair amps. The immune amplifier, this is good depending on how many effects you see in the game. Like if you see a lot of suppression and lockdown especially, then having this helps. If you're not really seeing that much, then repair amp might be actually better. Glowing, what do I think about your Hangar robot? Should you change? I think it's fine. I think it's more the setups that you were struggling with. You have like one range, which is good, and then you have tanks. I think it's totally fine. I think it's doable. Now, if you had like something like a Nether that you may have won from like a giveaway, or perhaps, you know, you got it through the special delivery. Like, which of these would I replace? Maybe it would be between, I think, these two. You would have to run it and see how you perform, because remember, like, you don't play the game the same as I do. So, like, everyone has their own play style. I would run the games and then see which one you feel kind of dies quicker, the tanks, and then replace that with, like, the Nether. Hi JFE, what's a good Orochi build? Redeemer I think could work really well. The Talon could work really well. But the Talon, you might run into problems later on if there's a lot of stealth like the Lynx. I could see that being a problem. You could try Devastator, but again, it depends on what you're countering. If you're encountering a lot of Nether, I don't think I would do Devastator. Because I think you're going to find you have to knock their shield down, and the Devastator, you know, once you fire all your shots, the reload, the interval between shots is quite delayed. So you probably want something a little bit faster, like a reload. Redeemer's Hammer maybe. Decay might actually be really good for the Orochi too, because the Orochi is very fragile now. You want to kind of keep your distance. Hi Magi, thank you so much Magi, being a recruit ranked member. Your laptop isn't strong enough to play more robots. Oh, PC emulator, yeah. Hi Gary. Okay, so just kind of like a heads up, I believe we are testing like a new robot or something tomorrow, right? I think it's new robot and new weapons or something. Hold on a second. Actually, they haven't even posted it in the Pixonic thing yet, have they? I know we're supposed to test out something new. We might, if there is something new on the test server tomorrow, then I will be covering it, or at least I'll try to. Sunday's kind of like a free casual day, so I might be streaming Fortnite only because I want to try to get into the creator program as well. But for me to do that, I need to boost my subscribers on my other channel to like 1,000. Your voice accent reminds me of my friend Zoopy Loop. He used to boss me around in Fortnite. Yeah, so I might be streaming Fortnite on a Sunday. We'll see. So hopefully you guys are okay with that, because yeah, Sunday I'm trying to turn Sunday into like more of a casual streaming day. It could be any game. Is it more fun running the Minos with Score or Cinder? I kind of like the Cinder actually, because the thing is, you know, sometimes you're fighting for a beacon and there's a lot of players on that beacon. It's fun running in there and just roasting them all up, knowing that you can do that because of how the weapons work. And if you're hitting all of them, you can also charge up your mothership like crazy, because you're hitting like multiple players, right? And just clearing out that area. Thank you, Gary, so much for the membership gift. Thank you so much, and I hope who is it, Leon, hope you thank Gary for the membership gift. You have the nether. So the strongest build for the nether right now, I would say, is the claw. But I'm not sure how things are gonna shift when the lynx comes out, because claw, okay, so claw works really well when you can see the bots, you know, when they don't have all the stealth. So what I think we may possibly see is players run claw with maybe quantum radar to counter the lynx. That is a possibility. I'm not 100% sure how things are going to shift. We'll have to watch how things change, but I know claw works really well. You could try blight. We may possibly see cudgel being used as well. Which channel? Oh, the Zoopy Loop one. You'll see it on Sunday. I'm trying to get to 1,000. But you know what? You know, honestly, I should really put up videos there, because I've been streaming. So I stream there like every night, but I don't publish the streams. We had a crazy game last night. Maggie will tell you about this. So everyone in my team kind of died, and I wanted to revive them, but I couldn't because of the storm, and there were multiple teams around me. I was gonna get shot, so I'm like the last survivor left. There was like 15 players left, so basically me versus 14 other players, multiple teams. So I kind of moved into, like, they call this area the mega city, and I'm hiding on top of the building inside. All these teams are fighting each other, right? And then before we know it, there's like 5 players left. So it's me and 4 others. I'm assuming it's like a whole team, because I think I even looked at the map and it showed 2 teams. So I'm like, oh man, so now I have to fight like 4 players. What are the odds of me winning that, right? So I'm sitting up on top of this building, waiting for the attack to happen, because I'm thinking these guys are they're gonna eventually find me because they want to win. So I'm sitting at the top of the building in this like room or whatever. Next thing I know, it says like victory. The storm killed the entire team while I'm sitting waiting on top of a building. That's so funny. It's never happened to me before, and we were all in shock. We're like, wait, what? So I ended up actually winning. I got a crown. Did I get a crown? I didn't even know if I got a crown victory from that. It was crazy. I've never experienced that before. Not like that. So Sting is asking, what is the best drones you can buy in the store right now? Let me just take a look at that. So we're referring to... I don't think I would get the Nebula at this point. I haven't, in all honesty, I haven't tried out the Persephone, but I can see the Iron Hearth working well. The Whiteout, I think, could be another option. If you're running like a Revenant or like a Scorpion, I can see this working well too. Maybe even possibly on a Ravana, although I would have to try this out. The Patron would be really good if you are using this to counter the Angler. So this would be another good one. I think for my choices, I would probably go with like Patron, Whiteout, and Iron Hearth. I'm not sure about those others. What does this do? Let's see. On drone shooting death mark. You know what? This might be able to work on something like maybe even the Ravana, but I would have to test this out. I would have to test this one out. That's actually sounding not that bad, like when I look at the description. Yeah, I wouldn't get that one. This guess I wouldn't get now either. This is mostly for the speed. Maybe for a beacon runner I might use this, but I think if I had a choice, I can see this working with like something like Ravana. I could see that working. But probably Ironhearth, Whiteout, and Patron, like these three. We all died and Magi was snacking. Actually, who was it? I think a Jao was snacking too. Yeah, my team was snacking. They were enjoying the... Well, I'm stressing out here trying to survive. Meanwhile, I'm also waiting up top on the top of the building and then the game ends. You guys have got to see some of the crazy moments. Like if you understand... Like it's not so much about... Like I understand like some don't... They're not into the whole battle royale. But you gotta understand the game, I think, to appreciate those things. You run the Eye on the Typhon. Do you find that it works for you? I can see that working. I can honestly see that kind of work because it looks like a damage drone. Quan, let me get the link. Hold on a second here. I should really just do a link thing. I don't know why I think actually wait, does Nightbot? There we go. And I'll probably actually be live streaming on there later this afternoon, or actually in a bit, because I can't stream really late, being that I have to wake up tomorrow early for the... Well, we're supposed to have a test server. I'm not sure if we're going to have one. If we don't have one, then there's not going to be a thing. I got the eye to the level 4 and that's it. Just wanted the 5% damage. Yeah, that's totally fine. I think players sometimes think like Pixonic is like forcing them to get stuff. It's kind of like with the extermination mode. They feel like they're forced to get to level 5, but I think it's more their mindset that they feel like they have to be the top or whatever. And Pixonic knows this. You know, this is all the psychology. You know, for me as a player, like on the baby account, or even if I was like, you know, being highly competitive, if I felt like I needed, like I could see like I needed an extra hanger deck and then I'd have to level things up, but I didn't want, like I don't want to do that myself, I wouldn't do it. I would just play levels 1 and 2 for the resources, and I would leave it at that because I have my focus on something else. One thing you'll find with this game is whenever you split your focus, you end up spending like more time, more resources, and you really don't really improve your hanger as much as you would think. The ones that improve their hangers are usually more focused. Like, you know, they have an idea of a build and they're working towards it and they stick to it until they pretty much have it. And then they move on. Those are the players that usually benefit the most. The Scorpion with the whiteout. Yeah, you can use the Scorpion with the whiteout. I would use a Scorpion with the whiteout and the Sonic weapons. And that's it. You hate the mode. Yeah, I know. I use that just more for the resources because I realized afterwards, like my baby account, I was like looking at my platinum. I'm like, holy jeez, I have like over 400. I've never had that much platinum before. So I was like, man, I'm losing out on so much. You know, the thing is also like the silver and the gold and the boosters. I mean, it's free. If it's every week, I will gladly play like 2 games just to get the platinum alone. Yeah, Magi's improved a lot. You gotta remember, she's playing on a phone. I still don't know how you do that, man. On a phone. Like, players moving so fast. I mean, I know you have to work on a couple of things, but still, like, it's quite impressive. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it. So once again, tomorrow there may be a test server video depending on what happens, because I don't see anything posted on the test server step, but I'm probably gonna try to download it and see. If there is a test server, there's most likely gonna be a video tomorrow covering that. Sunday, again, a free day, casual day. I'm probably gonna be streaming Fortnite on Sunday. Monday, I think next week is when we have the whole War Robots birthday thing, and I'm supposed to stream, but I'm not sure what. Pixonic may want to get back to me because like I need to sort of prepare for that. But that's going to be happening next week, and I think there's going to be a giveaway for that too. Speaking of which, I'm going to be announcing the Imugi giveaways on the Tuesday. So that's all going to be coming up on my channel. You stopped using your phone and on your iPad? Yeah, I had to do that as well. You know, I remember a long time ago, I used to stream from my phone. And oh my gosh, I like burnt out the battery. Like I took it to, I remember my one phone, I took it to Apple. And they told me, yeah, your battery is like shot. We will need to replace it. So they gave me a whole new phone because they broke like a clip or something while they were trying to change the battery. And then within like 6 months, I think, the battery was gone because... So I always had my phone plugged in because I was recording videos or I was live streaming from it. Probably not the best thing to do. Happy Easter, Salim. And thank you so much for dropping by. So before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Smiley, Togi, Dominic Kine, Jack Goose, and Frederick for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out as well. Also, thank you very much to MJ, to John, and to Maji. Also, Gary. So thank you very much, guys, for your support and your donations. Also, the membership gifts coming from... let's see, who is it? I think we had one from... Oh, from Gary. So thank you very much for the membership gift. And if any of them have YouTube channels, I know Maji has. Although Maji kind of covers Fortnite, but at least she highlights some of my gameplay as well. So yeah, she has a fun channel. So make sure to check her out as well. Maji used to play War Robots, but she kind of switched over to Fortnite. She's finding it more fun. It is a lot of fun though when you get into it. She actually plays on a phone. Some have asked me about like Fortnite because I don't have a PC or like a PlayStation or Xbox. She plays on an Android phone, I think. Yeah, she plays on an Android phone. She'll be able to help you out with that if you're on Android. But she's been having a lot of fun with that. Happy Easter, Ross. Thank you so much. So I think that's pretty much it. So if this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel or my live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream featuring Dream Hangars. Is the Revenant still worth it? I think you can play the Revenant. Obviously not as strong as before. It will have its moments. It also depends on what weapons you're running on it. But it's not like useless. You can run it. Obviously it's not meta, but we had one game where we did really well, so hopefully you got to watch it. Also, thank you very much to Glowings. I forgot to thank you for your comment. For the ones wondering, how do you get chosen for Dream Hangars? Once the stream is done, post your Dream Hangar. 5 different robots which you would like to see. It could be your current hangar, it could be a theme. Post it in the comment section, and who knows, the next Dream Hangars I might feature it. So that's how it works. Okay, so thank you so much to Glowings once again. And I think that should wrap up everything. So thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. Happy Easter. And until the next live stream, I'll catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.